This is Dr. Nadia from Hope Integrative Health. So, ladies, gentlemen, children, it's summertime, and I know everyone's excited, especially after this past winter. It was a long one for all of us, and I know we all want to get out there and we want to get as much sun as possible, and we want color, and we're just excited to be outside. But we want to make sure that we are taking care of our skin, our bodies in the process, that we're not getting burnt, that we're not causing and accelerating sun damage, putting ourselves at risk for skin cancer for the future, getting unwanted wrinkles and brown spots and looking like a lobster. Even though some people think that glow is nice, it really doesn't serve us and behoove us in the long run to be getting burnt by the UV rays. So I'm here with Natalie today from Elta MD. We have a passion here for skin, for regeneration, for health, for a true, bright, healthy, beautiful glow. So Natalie's going to help us to talk about sun protection and the optimum ways to protect our skin during these summer months and throughout the year, actually. So Natalie, she represents Elta MD. It's one of the, if not the best, sun protection that exists right now, and they have some new innovative technology to help serve all of us for skin and body care during these summer months.
Okay, great. So I'm going to begin and discuss some of our products here. So Elta MD, we provide true broad spectrum protection. So we're blocking both UVA and UVB rays. And the primary ingredient that we're using in our sunscreens is zinc oxide. We know that zinc is a natural mineral, and it protects the widest range on the UV spectrum. So you're getting the best protection available. It's a physical blocker. So what zinc does is it reflects the sun's rays off of the skin. So I guess we will discuss some of our products. It's super, super important to be using a broad spectrum sunscreen, mainly because UVA causes the most damage to the skin. We know that. So UVB rays, that's how we currently measure sunscreens in the United States. So UVB, we measure them using SPF. So when you see, SPF on products, that's just a measure of UVB protection. We don't have a system currently that measures UVA. UVA is really, really what you want to protect yourself against. UVA, A stands for, aging, and UVA rays penetrate deeply into the skin, and that's what causes the damage, the cellular damage, which leads to cancer and aging. So that's really what you want to protect yourself against.
Okay, so the thing with over-the-counter sunscreens and why I recommend what I call a medical-based sunblock versus a simple sunscreen is that most of the sun protection over the counter is not that great. About 85% of the products that claim to have sun protection really don't serve us. They have cancer-causing ingredients, they have alcohol in it, they have preservatives in it, and they really do not cause the SPF protection that they claim to cause. In fact, a lot of problems and allergies can happen as a result of it. So I'm very cognizant about the fact that we don't have the kind of quality products that are necessary to protect ourselves and our children. I have 3 beautiful children at home, and I have, right from the get-go, been using protection with zinc-based products, as well as then antioxidants with them, such as green tea and vitamin C, to get further protection. Your average person who's using sunblock at 30 SPF is only getting a 5 SPF in the way they're applying it, and they're not reapplying it. So we know we have a long, long, long way to go before we're really serving the public in terms of protection. And those sprays that they have over the counters and things that really do not, they dry our skins and really don't provide the protection necessary. And that's why we're seeing so many people getting burnt over and over again. And every single time we get burnt, we're actually doubling our skin cancer.
Yes, that's correct.
Risk. So, we really want to try to avoid and start becoming much more conscious as a society and provide better products. So, tell me a little bit more about the new age of sun protection and how, the old times, so people don't think of zinc and they think of this white pasty stuff, and I know that's not the case anymore with these products, and I use them with me being skin of color and darker skin. I have that protection on, and I look great. I don't look pasty, and it's clean. And I have sensitive skin, for example, with rosacea, so when I break out very easily as well.
Sure.
So then I find you guys have the tinted, and you have products in there to serve sensitive rosacea type skins that break out easily and still give me a great protection. Like I was up in the mountains last week at Banff, I was out in Atlanta, the following weekend, and that's what I had to make sure, because I'm very outdoorsy, I'm very active, and I'm getting out there, and I don't ever get burned as a result of some of the products and everything that I'm using continuously and consciously, and applying it properly in the right amounts to get the protection necessary to keep my skin healthy as well as my children's. Or they're out there hiking or snorkeling or partying out, because we do a lot of that in our family.
Right. Well, zinc is very difficult to formulate, so that's why you don't see it in every product over the counter. We have specialized the formulation of zinc oxide. We use a microfine transparent technology, so these sunscreens are actually cosmetically elegant and beautiful. You won't even realize you're wearing anything. It's phenomenal. If anyone has had problems in the past with, oh, my sunscreen breaks me out and it's too oily and I can't wear it under my makeup and I just don't like it. So those reasons people will fail to use sunscreen because they're not happy with the product. Elta MD, I'm happy to announce, has a beautiful, elegant consistency, and it'll actually help treat different skin conditions.
So one of the things people talk about is, well, does it really make sense to spend that kind of money for sun protection? Normally, products are somewhere between sunscreens, $10 to $15 over the counter. How comes it's like $30, a bottle for the sun protection, and is that really worth investing our monies in for high-end medical grade sunblock?
So sun protection is so important, especially if you're investing money in any kind of cosmetic skin procedures. You do not want to be walking, outside of your house without the proper protection, because what you're doing, it's counterproductive. You're just going to have more damage to the skin. So if you invest in anything, I highly recommend you use a true broad spectrum sunscreen, which we offer with Elta MD. We know that zinc, when in the sun, it maintains its protection. Chemical ingredients are not inherently photostable, and they degrade when you're in the sun. So that's why it's so important to use these products, and it's worth every penny. Not only are you protecting your skin from premature aging, but you're protecting yourself against cancer.
Yeah. I truly believe in radiant, beautiful skin. That is my passion. And it is one of the places that I find that people forget how important. They'll spend on fancy creams, they'll spend on vitamin C, they'll spend on peptides and all of this stuff, and they forget one of the most common ingredients is your sun protection.
Exactly.
And what's great about Elta MD is that you have so many choices for different skin types. That is tinted, and you have micronized, that you have face products, that you have body products, you have products for people who are athletic and really, are going to get out surfing, or they're going to go out like me, snorkeling or up in the mountains. I want something that is really waterproof as well, and that really stays on, and I can count once I place it that it's good for a couple of hours. Not to say when you're out in those kind of elements, the hats are still important, that other body protection is always, a good idea as well, in conjunction with your sun protection. That, I tend to tell my kids and also my patients is that also put vitamin C and green tea underneath of that, because that actually doubles your UVA, UV protection from burn. Because once you have a burn, it's like, it's a little bit,
the damage is already done.
The damage is done. So when we have products like that, like Beer Fine and Vein Water to quiesce that, we'd rather not get a burn if we can avoid it. In our practice, we have LED lights to, when patients do get burns. But I often find that people make a lot of investment in other things, but this is one area that we have a long way to go to educate.
Yeah, this should be your top priority, and you know, that's what we have. We offer different facial sunscreens and body sunscreens for every different patient type. You know, if you're oily, acneic, we have a sunscreen for you. If you're looking for something cosmetically elegant that has hyaluronic acid in it, we have that for you as well. We have pure physical blockers that just use zinc and titanium dioxide. And I just want to mention this because this is really important. A lot of people think that in the summer months, that's the only time that they really use the sunscreen. UVA rays are year-round. They account for 95% of the rays that hit the Earth's surface, and they penetrate through windows and through glass. So when you're driving, you're still getting those rays. They're prevalent all year round, just as prevalent in the winter as they are in the summer. So don't think because it's snowing outside that you don't need your sunscreen. These facial sunscreens should be used year-round.
I find actually the people that get burned the most are the skiers, because there's so much reflection from the snow, and they actually age the fastest. Are the people that are on the slopes in the winter months, especially, and so they actually really have to protect because there's so much reflection from the snow back into their faces, into their bodies. You know, obviously they have coats on, but their faces really get harmed quite consistently on those slopes. So yes, I do recommend year-round protection. Now, what I love about some of these products, like you have this product called UV Aero, that is. Tell me a little bit about this continuous spray that you have, which is unique to Elta MD.
It is.
That you can, and it's so convenient for kids, for us, you know, who do want to spray and want an ease of application. Right. Tell me a little bit about this particular product here.
So the UV Aero, it is proprietary to Elta MD. We are the only company that's been able to formulate a zinc oxide continuous spray sunscreen, which makes it very unique. What is really great about this product that I happen to love, not only is it convenient, but it's great for hard to reach areas. So a lot of people, you know, you can't put a lotion in your scalp or behind your ears. So this will cover you. And you know, as with most sprays, they're clear, so you don't really know where you're applying it. What's great about this sunscreen is it sprays on white, so you know exactly where you're applying it, and you won't miss spots with this. And you're getting zinc. So this is a fantastic sunscreen.
So it sprays on white and dries clear, though.
Correct, yes.
That's kind of cool.
It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. One of my favorite products.
And the other thing I always tell people when they do apply, wait at least 10 minutes. Let it actually absorb in and dry before you get into the water.
Exactly.
But a lot of people put it on and they go right in the water. And that doesn't make sense. So make sure that you're applying at least 10 minutes before you're going on to your activity. And obviously reapplying a couple of hours, you know, especially if you've been in the water, if you've been out hiking, if you've been sweating, then make sure you are reapplying, that you're applying enough. Because you actually need 2 ounces of sunblock in order to get full body application, which is quite a large amount.
Yeah,
and most people aren't putting enough to get the fix, you know, exactly.
Yeah, it's about a shot glass.
So anyway, thank you so much for educating us about sun protection. As you know, one of my passions is to teach and educate people about all kinds of skincare and to make sure that it truly is something that serves them, that they're investing their money wisely, and they're getting the benefit that they need to have glowing, healthy, beautiful, fabulous skin. Like you and me. We got it going on. Yes, we do. All right.